Hello, my name is Lauren and you're on my channel Lauren's Lines, and today I've got another sketchbook video for you. Thank you to anybody who's a new subscriber. You are the reason that I do these. Yeah, and I really value everybody that watches these videos, otherwise these books would just sit on the shelf and no one would ever see inside them. So this is the next one. It is October to December 2018. This one's a moleskin. I went back to the moleskin, which is what I am used to after trying a different one with the last one, and I hated the paper. So in here, what have we got? Is some business cards from places I went on the trip that I went. I went on my very first solo trip to Florence and Pisa. And what have we got? On this side, these are, I'm not sure what was going on, some sort of cultural event. And there were all these old men, and they had these great outfits on. It must have been traditional outfits, and they all had these funny, you know, Robin Hood style hats. And I went to a restaurant, I was eating dinner, and they had all the hats, you know, on the hat hooks and hat stands, and so I was sketching the hats while I ate my dinner. And then this was the view from my hotel looking at the train station one night. And then it wouldn't be a trip to Pisa if I didn't draw the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Of course, you have to. And this one, I think this is in Florence now. It's just the river. It was a beautiful sunny day, so I just sat on a wall and painted this. We have out at dinner. One good thing about traveling on your own is if you've got your sketchbook with you, you're never really alone. You've always got something to do, and it's fascinating watching people. So watching these guys. And then this one, I think was at the Medici Museum. I'm pretty sure that's where it was. They all sort of blur together. But it's Hermaphrodite, so I was standing at the door, and you walk in and you see her lying there, and she's beautiful. And then you walk around and you see that she's Hermaphrodite. She's also got a penis. So it's quite interesting standing here watching people walk around her and gauging their reactions. There's always a little bit of a shock when they realize it, and they go and read the little blurb, and they look again and they frown, and they're like, oh, okay, and they keep moving. But it's a beautiful statue, so I enjoyed sketching that quickly. And then he's very faint. I don't know if you'll come on camera very well. Ooh. Is David. He's a bit smudged and blurry, and I don't know why I did it in light blue pencil. But it's just what I was going for at the time. And then this one is The Rape of Sabrina, I think it's called, or Serbia, I'm not sure, but it's a beautiful statue. It's like three-dimensional. There's no backside to it. It's fantastic. And here back home in Leith, so this is with the Edinburgh Urban Sketches group, which you will have seen things from if you've watched any of my other sketchbook videos. The sun shining on the big industrial buildings, which is beautiful, casting these great shadows, and the water. And then they have a big anchor there, because obviously it's the port of Leith, so it was a big major port back in the day. This one, I'm really happy with this. I think it was a photo of a sunset or a sunrise that a friend sent me, and so I was just like, that's beautiful, I want to paint it. And yeah, just quick little gouache paintings. I should get back into doing these. And then I think I just saw this picture of a bird online. I thought it was too cool not to draw. Here is a picture I took years and years ago at a beach in Sydney, or at least on the coast of New South Wales here in Australia. And just the way the photo came out, like it was really bold, whereas I wanted it to be like, you know, when you go to the beach and it's a glary, almost blindingly white kind of day. And so I tried to paint it a bit lighter, and I thought that was still too dark, so I tried it lighter again, and then lighter again. And really this one achieves what I wanted, but I like this one the best, which is funny. But yeah, so same painting multiple times, just trying it out. This is a common shag, sorry, not a cormorant. They're smaller. It's funny, I was happy with this when I did it, but now that I look at it, I've had a lot more practice, so I've got some ones I like better than this one. Mallards. Another mallard. And I've written here, isn't it wonderful that such a lovely creature is so common? Mallard. Yeah, which is, it's fascinating. Like, they're beautiful birds and they're so common, you just kind of ignore them a lot of the time, but it's good to appreciate them. It's a little sketch of Glencoe. I was trying something with using an empty pen to make indents in the paper and then shading over it to try and get like a negative effect of the grass, but it didn't quite work out. I don't know if my paper's not thick enough or too textured, but yeah. Here is my ex-boyfriend finishing his book, and he looked really nervous, so I drew him while he was sitting there. And this is a forest we were walking through in Killen, and it had all these beautiful purple flowers. And down here I've written too much, but looking back I don't mind it. I don't think it is too much. Maybe it's okay. It's funny what hindsight will do. It's a beautiful golden eagle. I'm practicing some bird feet. I tend to be really bad and just kind of draw little like squiggly lines for bird feet and oversimplify them, but I think I probably need to get back into practicing detailed bird feet. It's kind of like hands. Sometimes they just don't look right. This one is again, tried it again. Didn't like how this one turned out, so I tried it again. I don't really like how either of them turned out, but that's what you get. It's just a sketchbook. This one is the view from Lido Ferry Port, done at Venice Airport. Yeah, so this would be a trip to Venice and Lido, which is another island nearby where you catch the ferry to, where we were staying. It's a little bit quieter than Venice, but still just as beautiful. Yeah, and I've got down here far too scrubby because I thought I'd scrubbed the paper too much, but actually I don't mind it. Shells from Lido Beach, again on that trip. Here we have a shag and it's beautiful birds, and her watching them diving and swimming and pop up every now and again. You're like, where is he going to pop up? And then pop up ages away. Ah, oh, yeah. Lido Beach at sunset. And this is a strange collection of watercolor sketches, but I remember having a weird dream that had to do with a platypus, an otter, and a bear. And so I was like, you know what? If that's not inspiration, what is? So these ones are copied from a really great video. One of my favorites here on YouTube is Mary Sanch. I hope that's how you say her name. But yeah, she's got great videos of like simplifying how to draw birds and understanding them, and yeah, it's really good. John Muir Laws also has really good videos, but hers are more to the point. They're not as long. Yeah. And here is a J, and I was really unhappy with it, but I was happy with these. They're just a how to draw birds Autodesk sketchbook. So I think if you look up Google how to draw birds, and this is just one of the websites that comes up, so I went through those steps. This one, I'm not sure where we were. Oh, Lake Garda, that's it. Lake Garda, it does say. Clever me, I wrote it down. So walking up on the hill, looking down, you could see this yellow tree poking out and everything else is green. It's just beautiful. And then we came down to the beach and saw it up close. I was quite happy with these. That was a beautiful day. Cloudy, but that's okay. You don't get sunburn then. And then this is is it a great crested grebe? Grebe. And he was swimming around this castle, and the castle had a big moat, and this guy was swimming around. It was quite cool to watch. Also at that castle, there was all these little sparrows, and they were so bold, coming right up to you, so you could sketch them up close, and that was really great. I really like the line quality I got with these drawings, like kind of wibbly wobbly. Yeah, I think this is the view from the ruins at Lake Garda. So, a little sketch. And then, because Lido, where we're staying, is similar to Venice, where there's lots of canals and things. So looking in the canals, you can see these big jellyfish. It's really cool. And then at the ferry wharf, looking in the water and seeing all the seaweed. It's just fascinating, all of the shapes that it makes. And yeah, so it's just beautiful. Here we are, there's that great crested grebe. Again, this is the winter plumage, and then in summer they get these great orange colours that they can stand up, which is really cool. I've never seen one in the summer plumage actually, which is a shame, but I'm looking at photos, I'm like, that's impressive. I wasn't happy with this one, a lake in Italy, not happy with this one, but looking at it now, I don't mind it. I guess that tends to happen with hindsight. It's one of the canals in Lido. And then back in Edinburgh, the Princess Street Gardens, and this is on the 12th of December, and I've written freezing fingers, and I remember that very clearly. I was sitting outside, it was so cold, but I'd committed myself to painting this because the sunlight in the afternoon shining on this castle, making this side so golden, and the rest was all in shadow. It was just lovely. Where else do you have a castle smack bang in the middle of the city, especially one as good looking as that? Here we are, some more studies, muscles and anatomy. I'm not sure where I got this reference from, but I definitely would have copied it from somewhere. And then drawn my cheetah on top, what he looks like. Got the shadows a bit dark, but that's all right. Maybe it's running. Very faintly, we've got the skull, the shape of his head. This one's in Lake Garda as well, and this little note says, had creme brulee in the red cafe, which is this cafe here. But looking at this painting, I wish I'd cropped it here. I would have liked it a lot more. I like how the water turned out. We have a jackdaw singing while I paint. So I think I would have done this when I was back home. Oh yes, obviously. Jackdaws hanging out around their windows. They're beautiful, very smart looking birds. And here we are with the Edinburgh Urban Sketches group again. We're in the National Museum, which is where we would always meet. That was the normal go-to place. Yeah, and I remember sitting with one of my friends from that group sketching this T-Rex skull, and it was very challenging. Yeah, and then here's a little small flying dinosaur, and I was just fascinated by the shadow that it cast. So, yeah. This is a scene from a walk up in the Highlands, obviously in autumn / possibly winter. No, it must be autumn, look at those colours. And then it went up to the Scottish Deer Centre, and they have more than just deer, they have foxes as well, and so drawing the fox in these different poses. Scurrying around. I don't know what he was looking at. It was like he was looking for something in his enclosure. So very active. This one, I was really happy with this one. This is oh, I've written it down, but I can't say it. It's some cliffs in Iceland. What does it say? Arenastafarga? That's definitely wrong. But yeah, these beautiful black cliffs with a black beach in Iceland is fantastic. And here we have some oyster catchers in Portobello. Rainy day, they move too quick, and I've drawn the heads too big. That's what all those notes say. But yeah, it's quite nice sometimes just to sit out. Go sketching. Here is Portobello on a rainy day. And there's another oyster catcher with his head the right size, eating a crab. And then I did this, sitting in a cafe in Portobello because it was raining, so I was like, you know what, I'm going inside. So just the rooftops near there. And I would say this is probably another John Marie Laws video of what is a leaf. Notes. I remember I did this painting on my lunch break at work. It's a sunset over Lido Beach, and I was really happy with it, and I did it really quickly. And that's surprising. Just a branch that I never finished. Another beach in Iceland. And a Kibler, which is a bird I've never seen in real life, but it's quite a cute looking bird. another view from the waterfall in Iceland. So here you walk up the top of the waterfall and you look over on this beautiful view, which is quite cool. Iceland's an amazing country. So it's a little drawing of Christmas presents that my partner at the time gave me, and yeah, it was a very bittersweet moment because we'd just broken up, but yeah, it's very cute. And then I was talking to my mom for our Christmas phone call, and she sent me a picture of where they were staying in Yass here in Australia, and it's very dry and very yellow, and so I painted it on Boxing Day. And there you go, that's the end of this one. So just over 2 months, 20th of October to the 26th of December was the sketchbook. So I hope you enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed filming it for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, thank you, bye.